had a better countdown. Oh, wait! I do!
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second time night that asshole's cut in.
Yeah, there you go!
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and as usual, I am joined by there can be only one, the Highlander. What's up, man? Let's see if do the special effects still work, even though you've got yeah,
They're in there, yeah.
Got confetti in there.
Check the pre-show, man.
Do the rock and roll one, dude. Do the rock and roll one. See if it works. Let's see. Is it working? Is it working? Yeah, there it is. But it's on you. It doesn't go all over the screen.
No, it does not.
You got a little bit of but that's cool because we got
Sharking for Pearls will not be denied.
Background, boys and girls.
It will not be covered up.
It will not be covered up. Astral Plane, the cover for the next one.
Astral Plane.
What a
new
deal.
One. 2 tracks in already. We're working on it, bro. Yes.
Wow, dude. Very cool.
Artwork done by yours truly.
Of course.
Claire.
Yeah, he's an artist just like me. That's right. He does his own stuff.
Not like you, man.
Well, yes, you are in your own right. You
In
just
my
do it
own
differently.
way.
That's all. And the way you do it differently is with different equipment. Show us what you got this week.
Okay,
Let's see it.
so because I'm wearing the LA Kings gray and black, we're going to go with the vintage 25th anniversary single cut with the dual humbuckers. It's a pretty guitar, man. It rocks pretty good too. I was really surprised by it because it's an anniversary type thing. I thought it would be like, kind of knock off, but it really rocks. It does.
Very
it really
cool,
does.
man. Very
Happy
cool.
with it.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. Danny's
Wolfen.
talking to Das Wolfen over there. He says, hey, what's going on? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Listen, guys, I have decided that I'm going to start applying my wares at the beginning of the show. So I want to go ahead and show you guys before we get going here, the stuff that I have for you guys to check out. Usually Vince is already here putting up links, but he must be busy tonight.
Yeah.
But you can go to joesatmosphere.com. That's my website. You can go there, and that's a video that'll play. I turn off the autoplay on videos because sometimes I get hit by copyright stuff when I'll be talking about movies and I go to IMDb and showing the trailer in the background. So that's why it's on autoplay. But anyway, you can go there. You can check me out, my history, all that good stuff. See some of my artwork. I've done a lot of work with the crew of Centaur here locally. And you see some of the float pics and stuff. And then you'll see my streaming schedule and my merch store, which is still in the process of being built. But the one thing that does work is the commissions and you pop that and it takes you down to my email, which is at the bottom of the page. Or you can just hit me up right here with the message thing right down here on the bottom right there. So it's in the bottom of every page. So all you have to do is just go to joesatmosphere.com if you're interested in a pencil sketch portrait, which is what I specialize in, that kind of thing. You can also go to my Subscribe Star, and you can, for $1, read all the written word about the Privateer. You'll see everything about upcoming shows. And if you get on for $5, you can actually check out my artwork, which I've got the pages that have already been scripted of the Privateer up there for you to check out. I showed that to my boss the other day, right? And I highlighted this one. He goes, "Man, I like that hammer and sickle you got there." I said, "Yeah, that's his nemesis, the Russian,
Russian hammer and sickle,
communist Roman, right? Yeah, that's his nemesis." But anyway, stuff like the family portrait I did and stuff like that's all here for you to check out for $5. You can check all that stuff out. Also, you can follow me on social media, and we are actually streaming live right now on X, and you can check me out on Facebook as well. And I'm also always streaming on YouTube and the big green play button. You can check me out there, and you can check out my Twitch and Kick channels. So you guys go check that out when you get a chance. Like, share, and subscribe to all my stuff. And I appreciate your support, boys and girls. So thanks a lot for watching the show. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. So let's get to it. Yeah, boss, I get it. I'm working on it. I don't know why, Danny. Would you tell this guy to back off of me, dude?
Chill.
Yo. Yeah, he said it's time for top of the heap, bro. It's time for top of the heap,
man.
It's time for the heap, bro. Yeah.
Look, LSU Tigers have come out swinging, man. The baseball season has started. The boys are on fire already.
Really?
Yes, sir.
College baseball has already started.
Already cranking up, dude.
Unbelievable. That means Parkway's probably playing already. Well, you know what the main thing is this week? It's been all over the news. Ukrainian war brief. Vladimir Zelensky praises Keir Starmer for pledge of ironclad support. British Prime Minister insists Ukraine must be at the heart of any negotiations on a peace deal. What we know on day 1096. And yes, we have covered this every week.
I got to give it to the limey Brits. At least they can acknowledge that both parties have to be involved in the daggone peace talks.
Right. Let's take a look at the headlines we got this week. Zelensky says no peace deal without Ukraine involvement. Europe clamors to form Ukraine plan as U.S. forges ahead with Russia on peace talks. Basically, he went to Russia first is what happened, guys. And we're getting these kind of headlines coming through every day now. And remember, for some reason, the Microsoft network wants you to buy a sandwich every time you read an article.
Read an article, eat a sandwich.
Buy a sandwich, yeah. That's it. But, yeah, man, President Zelensky is not accepting the proposed U.S. deal. Now, this deal has several facets. Of course, they've been hammering stuff out with Putin, but also they're trying to get mineral rights as kind of a payback for all the money we've been giving them too. And I don't know if that's a hang up thing, but we've got a war back and forth of words with them. Trump's calling Zelensky a dictator, but this doesn't sound like a dictator to me. Zelensky says he is ready to resign as Ukrainian president if it brought peace. Yeah. So, Dan, what's your thoughts of this? The first week that we're hearing that they're doing some talks on this, we've been wanting this to happen. Both of us.
Well, yeah, I mean,
for a while,
the idea that there's talks happening, that's obviously a good thing. Mm-hmm. My problem is that you need to get both factions in a room together, and have these talks.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever heard of talks happening with one party and not the other.
Right. Why wouldn't you put them in the room together? Right.
Right.
And I don't know. Maybe he's trying to soften up Russia before he even goes to them. I don't know.
Well, maybe by doing this, and I'm just thinking outside the box, maybe by doing that, you avoid an explosive situation.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe talk to one side and go back to the other side. I don't know.
But they've got maybe an agenda before they start that they know about. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know. It's weird the way they're handling it. The last article there, Zelensky saying he would, step down if that meant peace. He did mention several times to thank the American people, not just our leaders, but the American people for our support. He realizes that where that money's coming from, and he said the mineral rights has got to be tied together with that aid package. You can't have one without the other, because he's still got Russia sitting in his backyard.
Right.
After these talks are done, he's still got that happening. So
right. Yeah. That's also why he's trying to get into NATO, and it's just me personally, I don't think that's a good idea. But hey, maybe if they have an election and somebody else gets in there, I mean, it's not that I don't like this guy. I just think if you're going to have change, you need a different leader. If you understand what I'm saying, the
change came with the war.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a scrape. I just want to see it to end.
Sure.
I mean, of course, the Trump side of the house is sitting there. Oh, we can get it done in a week. Yeah, whatever.
There's an opportunity here now. It sounds like both sides are at that point.
Something we have not seen yet. The only thing we've seen this whole time was Mitterrand.
Yeah.
Tried to do something at one point.
Yeah.
But it's
good
to see.
It bears fruit, So.
Yep. Let's hope it does. Also, that other conflict that's going on the other side of the globe. They're still exchanging people, but man, Israel kills Hamas official in southern Lebanon, but at the same time, 3 buses explode in Israel in suspected terrorist.
Yeah, that's just
terror attack. Police say it doesn't sound like the ceasefire is working very well.
I don't know that did you see that? I saw a video today where apparently.
He froze up. But he'll be back in a second, guys. But it just seems like for some reason they just can't get on the same page over there. And I mean, both sides have done bad things, and they need to get it together and get this hammered out. I don't know what's up with that. So, but anyway, Dan, I'm gonna pull out of there so you don't have to sit there and look at his frozen face there for a second. He'll get his stuff together here in a second. There he is. He's back. He froze up like a big dog. But what video did you see, Dan? What was up with
it looked like the terrorist factions were having some kind of funeral, and the Israelis flew over 4 jets right over
like treetop high over it.
Right over it. It was like they were in a stadium or something, and you see these Israeli jets fly right over it, like they were doing a flyby at the beginning of a sporting event. And you talk about people being irate, right?
But, I mean, these guys they don't get along, folks. They just don't. It's a damn shame.
It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. It never will stop. It just won't.
You know what's messed up about all this, Dan? They pray to the same God out of 2 different books.
Sure.
It's just
depending on what edition you're following.
But
that's on a fundamental. It's a belief system on both sides, and it's not about money. It's not about this. They're in their marrow, their bones, and I don't know how you find common ground when your belief system is totally foreign to each other. So I don't know.
It is. Das Wolfen says about the first story we were talking about, resign with billions. He siphoned off what we gave him, and only if Ukraine joins NATO. Not going to happen. Yeah. I hear that. I don't think it's going to happen either. Awesome one says sharking time. He says it's sharking time. Hamas wants destruction, not peace. This is a fact. That's for sure. They're never going to stop.
I don't know that they ever find.
As long as there's Hebrews in Jerusalem, they're going to be mad about it. Das Wolfen, after they did to the kids, I have no sympathy for the Palestinians. Yeah, I mean, it's bad. Low Spec is here. Good to see you, Penguin. He says, not the same God. Islam is a Christian heresy. I really, man, when I say the same God, I'm saying a higher power, which is what everybody is actually going towards. It's just out of different books.
Yeah, so that's why I think that they're not going to find any common ground there. They really are not. So
Yeah.
I still say that it would be best if we stay out of that. But
Yeah, no doubt. We do need to stay out of that. Low Spec says, who else is old enough to remember for my whole childhood, Kiev was Russia? Yes, absolutely. It sure was, man. Ukraine was a satellite of the old Soviet Union. It sure was, man. No doubt about it. Okay, all right, boss, look. Yeah, exactly. Dan says it right. We are old, no doubt. I mean, guys, this is how old I am. When I was in basic training, my mother was calling Fort McClellan, Alabama, trying to find out where I was because we had gone down to a little place called Grenada to go get some students out of a college down there. That's how old I am. I was in basic training when Grenada happened in 1983. So, okay, boss, take it easy on me, will you, man? God.
Yo.
He says it's time for the jockstrap, bro. You know how he is. He likes the physical stuff, bro. He wants to talk about them millionaires that do something different.
Oh my goodness!
They want us to march to their tune in a different way. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I love the friggin' Miami Dolphins placeholder.
Yes.
That one's perfect. That's perfect. That's when things go wrong on a football field right there. But apparently things went wrong on the ice for us Americans down here.
We lost the final to Canada. Overtime. Connor McDavid scores in overtime, and the Canucks win the first annual Four Nations face-off.
Now, who does Connor McDavid play for, buddy? Who does he play for? Those of us
he plays for the Oilers.
Plays for the Oilers.
Edmonton Oilers, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so we took it on the chin there. So but the boys showed up. They played well, and hey, overtime anybody can win. Once it goes to overtime, anybody can win. So
yeah,
Connor McDavid is arguably he's one of the faces of the NHL now. He's a hell of a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Canada brings it home.
Let me ask you this: when do they get back from this break they've had?
They've already started playing, and Bruins took it on the chin last night.
Oh,
way to go!
Okay, way to go, Bruins! Way to make my brother happy. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Took it on the chin.
That's all I need. Yeah. Also, this week, Baltimore Ravens player Ben Cleveland blows staggering 0.178 during DUI stop prior to arrest. Oh my God!
Yeah, he's got a history of that too. And when he was in college, he got busted for DUI, and this is a big dude. He tried to tell the cops, "Yeah, I only had 4." This guy's 350 pounds. You tell me 4 beers going to put you 0.178? I don't think so.
He's drinking some whiskey. You know what's up, Dan. Come on, man. He's hammering down.
Good for the NFL.
That's twice the legal limit. I can tell you that.
It's
more than twice. I think
most
places it's 0.08. Yeah. I think. So yeah, that's more than twice.
He was feeling no pain for sure.
He was feeling no pain, no doubt. And lastly, boy, Trump may be in every section we're covering tonight. Trump announces Kobe Bryant, Muhammad Ali, and Jackie Robinson statues for National Garden of American Heroes. That sounds like a great idea to me. I'd love to go visit a friggin' Muhammad Ali statue in the nation's capital. I think that would be badass, Dan.
I think it's great that they're doing Kobe Bryant. I don't know about that one, but Muhammad Ali and Jackie Robinson, absolutely American icons.
Right,
Kobe. Hey,
dude.
Hey, read an article.
Think about that while you have a sandwich. Okay.
That's it, man.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm okay with Kobe because. I mean, you got to admit he did some great things in the NBA.
No, I don't have to admit anything about Kobe.
Okay, now look, you got to understand the context here. We were raised to be Boston Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins, Patriots fans by our dad. So that's Laker hate coming through on my brother's side right there.
Yes,
but I got a feeling I got a feeling when he won those 3 in a row, he was probably secretly rooting for them though, because their center he's a big fan of their center of that team. So
yes,
yeah,
Shaq Fu.
And you know who I was pulling for in that one? My favorite basketball player ever,
Big Shot Bob.
Big Shot Bob. That's right. You don't want to mess with Big Shot Bob, bro. He's awesome. He's awesome. You know he is, Dan. He won
I know
a lot of
nothing.
titles. Dude, he won 8 titles. No, 7. He won 7 titles.
He was
He
very
won 2 with
fortunate.
San Antonio. He won 3 with the Lakers, and he won 2 with the Houston Rockets. I mean, that guy was all over the place, bro.
He's very fortunate. Yes,
Yes, he was very fortunate.
be on some
Let's
great
see,
teams. He was definitely a peripheral player.
Yes, he was.
He was not the straw that stirred the drink on any of those teams.
No, but I'll never forget that shot in Game 6 versus. Oh God, who was that team in the
You'll never
West?
forget it, but you don't know what it was.
Dude, it's the Sacramento Kings. That's who it was. Bibby and that bunch that never could break through against the
The
Lakers.
Sacramento
remember?
Queens.
That's who they. That's who they friggin' had to. That was the best rivalry they had in the West. And when he put that, nobody guarded him at the 3-point line at the end of the game. You're stupid for not doing that. He just put it up, and then he turned around, put his hand in the air, and he didn't even wait for it to come down. He knew it was in there, man. Boom. That's why they called him Big Shot Bob, man.
They forgot about him.
Yep, they did. Kobe is better than LeBron. Well, yes, he is. Yeah, I would agree with that. But I would say the greatest basketball player that's ever played the game is Bill Russell. So that's just me, though. That's some Boston love right there. So, okay. So that is it for the jockstrap. And hey, look, relax, will you, man? Yo. He says time for flicks, bro.
We need to get freaking Luke off to that freaking loser.
Okay, I will work tonight on getting some better stuff in the flicks.
I mean,
would that be better, man? Would that be better?
Luke just standing there, leaning back against whatever, and just getting hand whacked off. I mean, come on. At least the rest of those guys trying to do something, right?
I hear you.
Luke is like.
Danny says Larry Bird. Of course he does. Another Boston Celtic. Das Wolfman says, I just don't follow basketball, so I have no idea who this Bob person is. His name's Robert Horry, buddy. It spelled Horry. And he was a really good peripheral player. Danny's right. That's what he was. He was not a marquee guy. I do know I hate LeBron. I stopped watching the MJ when MJ first retired. Yeah, I understand that. Let's see. Okay, we're on to the flicks. And the first thing we got to talk about tonight is the box office, of course. Captain America, Brave New World, not as strong as it was last weekend, Dan. It made $88 million last weekend.
And yet it holds the number
but
one.
It holds on to number one with only $30 million this time around. As the monkey looks to swing $17 million in opening weekend. And this is the projected numbers right here. Looks like it's going to do 28.2. Captain America Brave New World. The Monkey with 14.2. Paddington with 6.5. Dogman with 5.9. And Enza 2 with 4.3. Now, Enza 2, Dan, it's a Chinese animated movie that made over $1 billion. It's the first non-American film to make $1 billion. It's the first one ever.
Yay, China.
Yay, China, right? Nobody knows what it's about or what it is, but apparently it's made $1 billion. Apparently the Chinese liked it a lot. But anyway.
Somebody liked it.
Yeah. Captain America doing exactly what we thought. Huge drop-off. Don't know how they're going to end up doing. I don't think it's going to do well. I think it's going to be a major drop next week too. Hacking the Matrix done and done. Steve Tingley says, good to see you, Steve. And we have to acknowledge.
We have to acknowledge this person, because if you read his moniker, you don't know his name, but we do.
There are some who call me Tim.
And there you go.
When was the
and
last
he says
time,
Uranus. He comes in.
When was the last time we started our show and not acknowledged Chris?
Well, Tim wasn't here at the beginning of the show. He wasn't here. But he's apparently all about
rarity.
I don't know what's up with that, bro.
Some call me Tim.
Yeah, some people call me Tim. But anyway, he is here. He says watching a watch party right now. Good to see you, man. just stopping by to say hi. I'm glad you did. Always. It's great to see you, Tim. Great to see you. Yeah, Captain America, I think, is going to suffer down the stretch here. I think it peaked with its opening weekend. It's not going to have staying power, I don't think, Dan. But anyway, the big news in Hollywood this week, though, boys and girls, I got to tell you about this one. Amazon is now seizing creative control of James Bond and sparks fans' fears. And the reason why they say that, the Broccoli family sold it for $1 billion plus to Amazon. Jeff Bezos has got control of it now. And let me show you why fans have fears. The first thing they're going to do, Hollywood favorites set to take on iconic James Bond role, rumored Amazon series. Now, this brand, this James Bond, is a great brand, okay? It got a little bit destroyed down the stretch with Daniel Craig, but it can be refurbished. It can be done. And what do? Are they going to take some of these great James Bond novels that have been written by and endorsed by Ian Fleming before his death? Are they going to take some of those and make them into great movies? No. They're going to take the Moneypenny Diaries, published from 2005 to 2008, and put Florence Pugh in them. It's not even going to be a James Bond show, bro.
Florence who?
Florence Pugh. I am not mispronouncing that. Her name is Pugh. She's the new Black Widow, Dan. She's the one that's Black Widow's sister in the movie. That's her. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Awesome one says watching y'all.
So Bond is going to be the receptionist, and he's going to
Ma'am, James, ma'am, he says.
Moneypenny's going to get coffee from James Bond, and that's how that's going to work.
Man, that's too much. Also, I don't know this guy, but maybe you guys do. Rapper known for House Party movies, dead at 62. Gene Groove Allen passed away. He was 62 years old, and I've never seen the House Party movies. Have you seen him, Dan?
No, sir, I have not.
He's from Long Island, New York. He died unexpectedly, according to his family.
62, man, that's young.
Yeah, that is young. That is young. I'm only 2 years away from that. You know, your brother turned 60 this summer, right, Dan?
You know what's funny is if we were doing the show when we were in our 20s, we'd be saying, man, he was old.
Right?
But now that we're close to
that,
we're
like, he's young. Gosh, young.
Don't want to acknowledge.
Yep. Final rip rap. Awesome one says. And by the way, about the movie Zana 2, it's a sequel. Well, the 2 kind of gives that away. The first dealt with some sort of soul-shattering catastrophe, and this kid has to save them, or from what I can gather from the descriptions. Yeah, I really don't know that much about it. Let's see. The rooftop Korean from the LA riots, Mr. Park, died as well. Really? Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. That's iconic. I remember that stuff. Okay. So, boss, look, I'm here by myself. Do you have to be yelling in my ear?
Yo.
He said, you're not done with the flicks yet because we haven't gotten into the Diddy Files.
Goodness.
We haven't gotten into the Diddy Files, man. And you know what? We have got some Diddy Files. We got a couple of them, but they're big ones. Boys and girls, check this stuff out, man. Check this out. You can't, I mean, this is not good for the PR battle he's fighting right now.
This guy is really
Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer quits sex trafficking case.
He's
under
like,
no circumstances can I continue.
I'll just file it on this deal. I'm washing my hands of it. Not gonna do it.
Let's let him know what's going on here. This is one of 6 lawyers, but he's one of the more prominent ones. And yeah, he says I can't. I guess he's seen enough.
Yeah, he's reading through that page like,
he did what,
bro? How am I going to defend that?
How am I going to defend this? Right?
You had 50-gallon jugs of. How am I going to defend that?
Boy, man. Oh, man, it's bad. And also this week, Suge Knight
Suge.
makes shocking claims. If I could get this to disappear, well, it don't matter. Suge Knight makes shocking claims about Diddy and Justin Bieber. What's going on here, Dan?
And Usher. Well, he apparently Diddy liked to have the little boys, and he would have Usher in the bed with him. He'd have Justin Bieber in the bed with him. But at the same
Usher?
time,
Oh man.
freak shows.
Oh boy.
Freak shows. Now, look, you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? Look at your source. Suge might be just throwing sand, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, by doing it, he's got nothing to lose. He's got nothing to gain either. So I tend to believe what the man's saying. So, but hey, yeah.
Dos Wolfen says Diddy groomed Bieber.
Bieber,
the Justin of Bieber.
Dude, Justin Bieber's a mess, right?
He is. Really he is a total fucking mess, man. He really is. Yeah. This stuff that's coming out. People have known about it for a long time and didn't do anything about it, and now it's all coming out.
Addicted to weed.
Oof. Wow, that's why he's addicted to weed. How do you get addicted to weed though? It's not addictive. I don't know how that's possible. I mean, if anybody would have been addicted to weed, it would have been me, and I haven't had a yernt in. I
haven't had a drop of weed in I don't know how long.
My short-term memory is fucking shot from my years as bartender. But yeah, I think it was 2001. It was my bachelor party when I got married to Rhonda because she was a nurse and I didn't.
I tell you, man, if it was legal, I would smoke grass.
Yeah,
I would.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be legal. We're going to be too.
My problem is
we're going to be like Cheech and Chong when we get old.
My problem for me is Dallas is actively trying to kill me, so I couldn't smoke weed now if I wanted
if you tried, yeah, your O2 levels would drop.
It's just booze for me. Thank you.
Yeah. What my man DiCaprio say in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? My booze don't need nobody.
My booze don't need nobody. That's a great movie, by the way.
Boss, stop yelling at me. I can have a good time with my brother, man. Damn. Yo. Says time for earthquakes, brother. Time to see what's going on.
What is she
Those
doing?
things that shake up the planet.
I mean, honest to God, dude.
Shake up the
more I see these videos, I don't know who put that highway together because it was just, there's no rebar. And look, it's just empty. And you tell me that driver didn't see those huge cracks? He just, whatever. Huge.
Whatever.
Land.
The immortal words of Robin Williams talking about truckers on cocaine when they get to the coast. Fucking them going through.
I smoke enough to make up for both of you. Thank you, Low Spec. Appreciate that, brother.
I wasn't going to mention that Low Spec, but since you did, yeah, I kind of had that feeling. Look, if you're not watching Low Spec's gameplay videos, man, you're missing out. Go follow Low Spec Linux Gaming. He has a good time. Absolutely. Chinese roads be crazy.
Crazy, man.
Das Wolf says it's legal here. Not a fan.
It can be a little skunky.
Of all the people I pass in the store smelling like weed dispensers.
It could be a little skunky.
Yeah, that's one.
That is a drawback.
That is a big drawback because you can't hide that. You can't hide it. You cannot. The funk is on you. Okay, let's get into the earthquake. What is shaking things up? Doge, your favorite thing, Dan. Doge, as Dan likes to call him. Doge is trying to access the IRS's data on millions of taxpayers. Now, as we look at some of this stuff, you may find out why they're trying to do it, but that's, really need to keep an eye on what these guys are doing. Doge is seeking help from the public. Even they have they have an X account for this. Please DM us this, DM this account with insights on finding and fixing waste, fraud, and abuse relating to the Internal Revenue Service.
Yes.
The thing, the thing. Yeah, there needs to be a little bit of oversight there. You don't want them stealing a bunch of American information. Doge.
Am I mispronouncing that?
No, I don't think you are. Elon already has access to billions of names on X. He says
X.
Yeah. Now that it's legal, I don't have a reason to take it to town anymore. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no doubt, buddy. Okay, next up. Trump administration labels 8 Latin American cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. This was pretty interesting. They gave the list. I can't even pronounce half of this stuff.
No, you don't have to. The idea that he's doing that, that's good because
Yeah,
they're here. They're in our country. They are doing business in our country. They are terrorist organizations. They are. By definition. I mean,
yeah.
so good.
I would imagine so. I mean, they're looking to make money off of us illegally. So, yeah, I would say.
Yep.
Let's see. Had this one for some reason. Hang on, guys. I've got to do this because my brother loves it when I do this. I guess I'm going to have planes, trains, and automobile stories every week now. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's everybody in an airport, aren't they, Dan? I mean,
that's me after the morning meeting. I'm telling you right now. That's me.
But 2 dead after mid-air plane collision Wednesday at South Arizona Airport. What is going on in Arizona, man?
I don't know. What is going on?
Isn't that the same place where what's his name from Motley Crue's plane crashed and almost killed his girlfriend?
Whatever. Yeah, I mean,
it's in Arizona too.
It's well known that all your UFOs are housed out there. Maybe they're doing some shit with the UFOs and they flew too close to the sun. Who knows? Stay away from Arizona, man.
That's bad, dude. It's bad. It's I can't help but think that a lot of this
UFO
is
Central
happening because of stuff we've been needing to fix, man. You know what I mean?
Stuff needing to fix.
It's nothing. Wait, what? What did you say?
That sounds like a new segment. Stuff needing to fix.
Stuff needing to fix. Actually, they're probably just saying, nothing to see here. You know what I mean?
Nothing to see here. Arizona, man. Look. You're taking your life in your own hands when you're flying over Arizona.
I guess so.
For sure, you're going to run into the UFOs out there. For sure.
Yeah. More pilots that have little flight time or a blind tower worker, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't know. It's crazy.
The dumber we get as a society, it's just going to trickle down to all of our technical fields. Just dumb.
Yeah, that's what worries me, man. We need some smart people doing some smart things. Please. Don't just give up on things, guys. Don't be nihilistic. That's one of the byproducts of nihilism, Dan. People don't give a shit, and we don't get things done.
I'm a nihilist
because I'm cloaked in failure. Let's see. Pope Francis is in critical condition after a long respiratory crisis requiring oxygen at high flow. And we just got word in an article today that this afternoon, Pope still in critical condition with signs of mild kidney failure, Vatican says. This doesn't sound good, guys. When you start talking about organs failing, I can tell you right now that starts to cascade. Once one starts,
it does. Once the major organs start failing, it's won't be too long.
Yeah, we need to say a prayer for the Pope.
They'll put him on dialysis, and then he'll just go out.
Mm-hmm. It's sad, but hey, he's been around for a while. This guy's been the Pope for a while, so. Let's see what you're saying here. The latest is the Pope's kidneys are shutting down. Yeah, exactly. A false prophet, but I guess no Antichrist false prophet. I hear you, man. Yeah, he's not everybody's favorite Pope. He's had to navigate some bad things with the church.
He's trying to bring the church into the modern age, and
you're
a fundamental Catholic, and you've grown up a certain way, and all of a sudden the teachings that you were taught are up for debate now. So that's going to cause a rift. That's all about capturing new fannies to get into the churches. He's trying to be viable. So.
Yeah, I was talking to Randy Harper the last time I was in church because I didn't like the music at all. It was almost like soft rock and shit, man. I wanted to hear some old hymns, right? And he was like, Joe, if I don't do this, they won't come.
They won't come.
I've got to do it. He said, we have an earlier service for older folks. If you want to come to that, we have a little bit of that. But he said, yeah, we've got to change.
I always went to the 8:00 service.
Yeah, it's the earliest one. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Next up, we've got the IRS to lay off 6,700 employees on Thursday, source says. And this was earlier this week. Not sure if they actually went through with this or not, but some of this stuff about the layoffs and stuff, man, it's crazy how they're doing some of it.
Well,
Is Sharkin playing a silent tune? Yeah, he's always plucking on that thing over there, man.
always
He always plucking on it.
making some noise.
That's his friggin' pacifier, dude.
Trying to find the next riff so I can do another track.
That is it. But yeah, look, I had dinner with a friend of mine that Danny knows who he is. We've known each other since we were knee high to a grasshopper. A guy named Mark that came into town to see his mom this weekend, and he used to work for Homeland up in the Pacific Northwest, and now he works for the Veterans Administration, and he's scared, dude. He's scared he's going to lose his job. And I told him, I said, look, man, I really don't think they're targeting guys like you that have been public servants for a long time. I don't think that's what they're doing. I think they're looking for wasteful jobs and stuff like that. It's, what he does for the VA is he deals one-on-one with veterans. So, you can't get rid of people like that. But
look, it's such a mess. Our government is so bloated. At some point, this would have to be done.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's being done, and it's being done by an unpopular, depending on who you talk to, an unpopular bunch. But
Right.
Look, they've got the supermajority.
Mm-hmm.
They need to pass a balanced budget amendment. They need to clean house. Is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this last time. Real people are going to be affected by this. And we're always the one being affected by shit that our government does in our name, right?
Yep.
And then it's gotten to the point where it's just so bloated and our debt is so high that something has to be done. And they're doing that, and people are losing their jobs and their families are being affected by it. And it is a sad state of affairs, but this is where our country is at now.
It's
got to
tough,
do something.
but if I had anything to say to people that are losing their jobs because of this, I will tell you that just, start looking, man. You can find another one. If you're a hardworking person, you're going to make it in this country no matter what.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is awesome want to talk about? IRS had hired armed army to bring in King John's taxes if Biden won. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I've heard stories of a lot of like IRS and the Postal Service getting all kinds of ammo actual rounds for guns. I'm like, what in the hell is that all about? Of course, there are some people that need to lose their jobs, like this person over in England, prison officer who kissed inmate and sent sexualized messages, jailed. Tony Cole, 29, shared 4,431 texts and calls with a 28-year-old prisoner in HMP Five Wells in North Hampshire, Hamptonshire. Oh my God,
what?
Is that long enough name?
Oh.
Yikes, man! Over a 5-month period. Yikes, girlfriend, you couldn't get a man outside the jail.
Relationship, bro. She's trying, make something happen.
Shaking it up, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's thinking outside the box. She wants to date somebody that's locked up. There you go.
Awesome one says, I think Clinton fired 200,000 people, then hired about 900,000 people. Yeah,
well, he did. When he came in, he really let go of a lot of people to restructure, to streamline and consolidate power.
Well, when it comes to this, federal judge allows Trump's mass firings of federal workers to move forward. So the legal process is not going to stop this at this point.
No.
Right now. Some of his executive orders are being stonewalled by the federal courts, but this one apparently is not.
Mm-hmm.
Now this was interesting. Danny sent me this one. Barack and Michelle Obama already dividing $70 million in assets as power couple nears divorce.
Yeah, this has been going on. I've seen headlines about this for months now. So they've got some problems. But $70 million, how does a public servant get so rich? So rich, right? But anyway, yeah, they're there's a lot of smoke there. It remains
Yeah,
to be seen.
there have been rumors about those two splitting up for a while.
Sure.
Well, she didn't show up to Carter's funeral. She didn't show up at the inauguration, and Barack was at both of them.
Look,
So,
don't
you know,
underestimate the influence that couple has on a lot of people around the world. They're a beacon, a sign of hope, right? So
mhm.
let's acknowledge that. And but it's a sad state of affairs if they're getting divorced. I mean,
Yeah, it is. Nobody ever wants to see that. I've gone through it twice.
when was the last time we saw a president get divorced?
Dude, I don't remember a president ever getting divorced. I mean, look, if anybody was going to divorce anybody, Hillary would have left Bill, right?
You know what I mean?
I mean, come on.
That dude was wide open, man. She's still there. Still there. Still there, man.
Oh
I
shit,
think she
man.
set all that stuff up anyway because I got to question her. So
Yeah, I hear you. All right. This was kind of shocking. Check this out. Walmart loses crown as biggest retailer after 12 years on top. Guess who they lost to, Dan?
Toys R Us.
Amazon.
No way.
Amazon.
No way.
Yes. Amazon.
It's not Temu?
The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't
not
lie.
Temu?
Let me find it real quick. Where are the numbers at? Where are the numbers? Here it is. Walmart brought in $180.6 billion in revenue. Final. Oh my God! Really?
Poverty. Poverty.
Final 3 months of 2024 compared to the record 187 billion brought in by Amazon.
Poverty.
Yeah, poverty strike.
Restructure. You know who I heard? Kim and I were coming back from visiting Joseph, and she told me about an article she read. Hooters filing bankruptcy.
I heard that. That sucks, man. File bankruptcy, restructure, but don't close anything.
Look,
I
there's
just
too many
went-
restaurants.
We
They don't
just
have.
went. We just went the last month to Hooters, man. I love Hooters.
They don't have the monopoly on that niche market anymore. There's all kinds.
They
of
are.
restaurants.
Isn't there a place called Melons? It's
Twin
crazy.
Peaks, Melons. I
Yeah.
mean, you name it. They're all over the place.
But I think Dad played Hooters up there in. Yeah, he used to
On the
play the
weekends,
patio
he
party
did
every
a show
weekend.
there at Hooters,
Mhm.
playing the music and all.
Yeah. We're the sons of a DJ, guys. A big time music lover. But anyway, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, this is a sad story, and this is just sign. There's signs of the time that things are changing, and then there's things that will never change.
Never change. And what's the
70
chick with the high heel
Christians.
boots and all right there?
Well, very interesting. Really is. She disappeared.
What was the
as soon as
story
we
about?
mention her, poof, she disappears. 70 Christians beheaded in church. What we know. This happened in the Republic
The
of
Congo, man.
And yeah, 70 decapitated bodies were discovered in a Protestant church in the town of Kasanga in the Lubero territory in the province of North Kivu. Toward the end of last week, according to Open Doors. Open Doors is somebody that keeps track of all the persecution of Christians.
Look, you talk about people that are strong in their faith. When you go into the Congo, you are not welcome.
No,
at all.
You're not.
And they went in there with the machetes and
went to town. That is one
Go
bloody
back every
part
10
of the
years
world.
and find a story just like that.
Just like it. Absolutely, man. For sure. Let's see. Yeah. You love the graphic, do you, Dan?
Awesome graphic, dude.
Jeeps. What's up? Parrot Head is here. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Parrot Head, yeah, Joe.
Let's see. Awesome one says, I stopped regular shopping at Walmart for years, mostly stopped when the crowded thousands during COVID. But small businesses were the ones that were the criminals for tens of customers. Yeah, right. It's just ridiculous. It was stupid. They home with Jesus. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. No doubt. No doubt. Good to see you, Parrot Head. And Low Spec, you're the bomb. You're the one that knows how to do that. I saw somebody do it the other day. Made it look like a couple of saggy ones. You go, man. Way to go. I had to tell you this story, guys, because I always love to see it when law enforcement does the right thing. FBI mass casualty attack on Texas high school foiled. Girls detained. Now, one of them, I believe, is 16, and the other one's 15. They were planning an attack.
Harris County, that's got to be down in Houston, right? Houston area?
Yeah, it's around Houston. Yes.
Yeah.
And let's see. I read this, but I'm not sure of the name of the high school. But anyway, the Montgomery County Sheriff has all the information on this. Yeah, it's 15 and a 16-year-old. They were planning on using pipe bombs and guns on this place. And they caught them with social media posts. These guys, hey, look, if you want to spend more money doing something, monitor social media for this shit. Because these people, what do we find out? Whenever we find out about one of these things, they always broadcast it before they do it. They always do. And they actually caught these guys. Very cool. Very cool. Look at this fool. Look at this fool. My God. Come on, bro. But anyway, I had to tell you guys about that one because I love it when law enforcement gets it right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, also in earthquakes, this one kind of made me laugh, but my brother explained it to me. Apparently, this is a working partnership.
Absolutely.
North Korea to send 148 ballistic missiles to Russia in 2025. And I was like, okay, they're going to send 148 missiles that won't hit the broadside of a barn to Russia? Why am I concerned with that? Go ahead and tell them what you told me, Dan.
Well, they're going to ship the ballistic missiles to Russia, but Russia is going to do the upgrades to the guidance systems. And yeah, once they work on them, they're proven to be very effective. So
they will hit the broadside.
Oh yeah.
Of the barn,
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
that's a scary notion. That partnership is really scary.
Yeah, it is. I don't like that one at all. I really don't. Okay, let's see. Next up, guys, we've got a section of the earthquakes that we like to talk about those that we send to Washington, to the state, to the city councils, these people that are supposed to be doing things in our name, the people that are representing us, that we have voted into office, and they're representing us. You know who we're talking about. We're talking about America's best and brightest.
Love it.
I know you do.
Love it.
We're big Monty Python fans, man. We used to stay up late to watch LPB, to watch the Flying Circus, man.
Did you see the video I sent you the other day of Cleese doing the he was doing a weird walk. He was going to
I didn't see it. Where did you send it to me at?
Some government thing there in jolly old Britain, but it was the committee for the crazy walk or something like that.
Oh
I sent it to you on Instant Messenger.
I'll have to check it out. Did you send it to me on WhatsApp or what?
Instant Messenger.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out. I don't check out Facebook very much, Dan. The social medias, usually I just pump the shows on them. That's it. Okay. Look, whether you like what DOGE is doing or don't like what they're doing, you need to keep an eye on what they are doing. Keep up on it because look, Trump administration tries to bring back fired nuclear weapons workers in DOGE reversal. Yeah, they went a little too fast with the cutting, and they got rid of some nuclear guys that they really need. Whoops. Yeah. So let's slow it down. Get it right there, Elon. I mean, come on. The Ministry of Silly Walks. That's what John does so often says.
That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's do a little bit more vetting before we just go scorched earth. Some of these people we may need, So
exactly, bro. Parrothead says Joe's a lumberjack and he's okay. He works all night. No, he works all day and he sleeps all night. You got that backwards, bro. But I guess, I guess I'm doing something different. But anyway, let's get it right, Elon. Get it together, man. Also, Republican introduced bill to make Trump's birthday a federal holiday.
We have nothing better to do.
Why, dude? This is the kind of shit that I wish they'd quit doing. It's just damn dumb, dude. I don't get it.
Time.
Okay, look, the man's not even done with his second term yet, and you want to make his birthday a federal holiday? No. We have to see how he does over the second term. You can't do that right now. It's just
We've
so
already
damn
got
silly.
President's Day. Golly, I mean, you're gonna give him one. You're gonna give somebody else one. Give me a break already.
And then
Do
again,
something
and
useful up
then
there.
we'll be working half a year.
Do something useful.
There you go.
For Pete's sake.
Man sues Thornton Township, Illinois supervisor Tiffany Henyard and others over brawl at board meeting. Now, if you guys saw the video, we showed this town hall where things got out of hand, and the actual friggin' Illinois supervisor got involved in it.
She is a character that she just keeps on giving. She's the mayor of that little town.
She's the mayor of that little town.
Yeah.
And but there's a man that was involved with it. He's suing him, and good for him. That somebody needs to rein that chick in, apparently. Let's see what's next here. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. DOGE uncovers. Now get this, folks. DOGE. DOGE. DOGE uncovers over 4 million government credit cards responsible for 90 million transactions.
Now, if that doesn't piss you off as an American citizen, I don't know what does. If you just loving to have your money pissed away, how many? Go back to that freaking headline.
No. I'm going to give you the actual numbers. The U.S. government currently has 4.6 million active credit card accounts, which processed 90 million unique transactions for, wait for it, 40 billion of spending in fiscal year 24.
And what do they say every time? They're going to shut the government down. So what is their response every time? Raise the freaking credit limit. Raise it, right?
Yeah, raise the debt ceiling.
You got 4 million fucking credit cards, 9 million transactions, $40 billion out there, spending taxpayer money because it's not there, so why not do it, right? Let's get another.
Uh-oh. He froze up, but he'll be back. He'll finish his statement in a second. This one caught my eye, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Somebody that... This poor guy, we saw him vapor lock, kind of like Danny's doing right now. And Mitch McConnell has decided he won't seek re-election in 2026, ending long tenure as GOP power broker. Oh, I hear you, Dan. You're there you go. You're back. Bro.
Yeah.
You want to finish your statement on that last one? Hang on.
No, it's just, and we have no voice. We have no voice.
Yeah.
They're up here just spending money like crazy, and we have no voice. Only thing we get to do is pay more taxes.
Yeah.
Nobody listening to us.
But
Nobody.
hey, if people are wondering why, one of the first things the president decided to do was get some people to eyeball this stuff and get it in shape. It's because of stuff like that.
Yep.
That's exactly it. Mitch McConnell won't seek re-election in 2026, ending long tenure as GOP power broker and vapor locked individual. Damn, Dan, you're too good at that. Stop it. You're going to make me think we need to call a fucking ambulance over in Texas. What the hell?
I can't believe this guy's still in office. I thought he was already taken down already because of his health issues.
No, sir.
Dude, he must be just sitting there in a full diaper, dude.
Dude, well, we saw him vapor lock, right? I guess he is going to retire that turtle nest in Kentucky where he has gifted hundreds of millions over the years. Yeah, no doubt. You know, these guys, they go into Washington and they come out rich, man. It's all lobbyist money.
Absolutely.
Guarantee you. That's all
they keep running for re-election, and that's how they make their nest egg, you know?
Now, this is a guy we can't figure out right now. This guy, Danny, he knows where the skeletons are. He knows where all the bodies are buried, doesn't he?
I'm telling you, this guy right here.
New York governor won't
They're dropping the case. You got prosecutors dropping out of the case.
Right? Mayor for now, but plans to increase oversight of City Hall.
The governor says she's going to remove him. Now she's back away. I don't know who this guy knows, but look. He's not to be messed with, apparently.
He's just like Kathleen Kennedy at Disney running Star Wars. She knows where all the bodies are buried, so they're letting her do whatever she wants to do. Same thing.
John Gotti ain't got shit on this guy right here, man. This guy's
I don't know what's going on there, man. Don't know.
bulletproof.
And also in his wheelhouse, judge pauses the New York City Mayor Eric Adams' trial in corruption case. Says, we're going to pause it for now.
You know,
He might have something on me too. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? We got prosecutors falling out. We got the case getting dropped. We got judges putting a kibosh on the whole thing. Governor's running scared of him. He knows something.
Yeah, the governor and this federal judge, you know what they're saying. That they saying
nothing to see.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here.
I watched that movie the other day, man. That movie is,
dude. They just replayed it here recently too.
Just makes me laugh, dude.
Okay, here we go. Here's some more of your money down the drain. 20 billion in gold bars sent from EPA to Abrams-linked climate organization.
There you go.
Let's see. The 20 billion in grants doled out by the Biden administration with funds from the Inflation Reduction Act. This is supposed to reduce inflation, right? Inflation Reduction Act were found parked in an outside financial institution. Wasn't in our coffers. It was outside the government in a bid to give the grant money out without oversight, according to EPA Administrator.
There you go.
Lee Zeldin.
There you go. No oversight.
Wow.
Hell with it. Park it in the Caymans. We'll give you money. 20 billion in gold bars. So they ran out of cash. They just started handing out gold bars. There you go. I got some gold bars. Will this do?
That's crazy.
There you go.
Bro. That's crazy. I mean, this is exactly why, the hatchet is being thrown in there, man. It's something that's past due. Like you said, it's past due, man. This is way past due. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Oh, Matt's here with us. Yay. He says spending reduces inflation. Yeah, right. Keely Showers here. He's saying, hey, he's in Hong Kong, apparently. Good to see you, man. But anyway, yeah, that's part of the reason why we got Doge now. Doge. Speaking of that, vicious cat fight. Doge. A vicious cat fight between LA Mayor Karen Bass and city's newly axed fire chief as leader tries to pass the buck. What is this?
This mayor, she handpicked this chief too, but she wasn't playing ball once the fires hit. Mm-hmm. And so then she fires her. Then she said she wasn't going to fire. Then she did fire her. That was a big mess. I'm telling you right now, it's a big mess there.
This mayor, by the way, wasn't even in the country when all this shit went down.
She said she had no idea that it was going to get that bad. Okay.
How long have you lived in California, ma'am?
I mean, they were only talking about that for at least a couple of weeks before that happened. The climate and all the things that were going to be there to, make it a very dangerous
companies
situation.
Pulling out of your state might have been the first clue. Maybe. But anyway, these are the people. These are the best and brightest. Steve Bannon is accused of doing a straight arm Nazi salute at CPAC, but says it was just a wave.
Just a wave, dude.
What?
This is the new wave. That's a new wave.
I don't get it, man. I don't
either, man.
I don't even know.
They don't want to be called
act like you were doing. Even if they're reading it wrong, even if they're reading you wrong, why would you even give them
do that? Yes.
Now, when Elon did it, I kind of understood it because Elon is he's on the spectrum. We know this. He's mildly autistic, dude. So he might even not have been thinking about it at the time. But Bannon, he knows that shit. He knows what's up.
Both know that shit, but they live in a world that. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I can do this.
About it.
I can get away with it.
I don't care who it offends. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Next up, let's see. We got acting Social Security chief opens up DOGE. Claims of dead people receiving benefits.
Dead people voting? Dead people receiving benefits?
Yikes, man.
It's better to be dead, apparently, in the United States than alive.
My gosh, man. Oh, it's crazy, dude. That, you know, and we've known this stuff is going on for a while. We know this, speculated anyway. We speculated, you know, where
Yeah.
there's smoke, there's usually fire, and apparently this place been ablaze for a while, bro. Ablaze,
Yes, it's a huge
burning
man.
down. And look,
Oh,
they haven't had their eye on the ball, Dan, either, because you remember when those guys got stuck up at the space station? You remember that?
well, yeah, they're
The
still up
disturbing
there.
reason
Dude.
NASA abandoned stranded astronauts in space, according to experts. What happened here, Dan?
Well, I mean, the Boeing capsule that they used was having problems before it even launched, and now it's up there, right? And it's having problems. And yeah, in the Biden administration, I mean, Elon with SpaceX
Yeah,
had a mission together. They were going to go up there and pick them up. Said we can go get them, no problem. And they
Mhm.
would rather leave those guys up there than say, okay, Elon, help us out. They're going to throw all their eggs in the Boeing basket of all freaking baskets, all the problems they're having. And it might be March now before they can go up there and get these two guys, right? So a guy and a girl. But yeah, they could have been home already. So they are not, the well-being of the astronauts is not in the forefront. And it was because the Biden administration had a problem with Elon Musk 8 months ago. That's why they didn't go get them. They're still up there.
That's insane, dude. That's absolutely insane. But that's the state of it. That's why we're where we're at right now. That's why we're at. All right. Last part of
That's
the best and brightest. You know what the last part is. We got to talk about this. It's Danny's favorite thing. The Trump cards. The Trump cards. We got to talk about the Trump cards. And I mean, we talked a lot of Trump because he's very in front. But we're going to talk about some specific Trump cards here. Okay. The first one being Musk mulls sending all Americans $5,000 checks using DOGE savings. You know, the whole thing is we're trying to get the government spending in check. This is more spending. Now, I got to give it to him. My man, not the sandwich broker, but the actual guy. Where is he? Oh my God, I lost it.
It's gone. It's gone, dude.
Don't tell me. Hang on a second. I'm going to find it.
That's it right there.
Is this it? No.
Yeah.
Here it is. Yeah. Okay. There's sandwiches in the way, dude. Damn it. DOGE stimulus checks. Johnson sidesteps question on Trump plan. Says U.S. has giant deficit. And I gotta side with my representative that I voted into office. We don't need stimulus checks. We need to trim down the deficit. That's what he's saying. If you read the article, he says, look, we're conservatives first and foremost, and that's our brand. That's what we do. We trim down the debt. That's what we do everything for. That's why we're always, you know, that's why a lot of these government shutdowns happen, because they don't want to spend the money and they're trying to stop it. You know, it's so I have to side with him on that one. What do you think, Dan?
No, yeah. Look, we have got a national debt that's way out of control. And any monies that they can find and cut and save, it needs to go towards the debt. I don't need $5,000. You're not buying my vote. I need to see action at the government level, state, local, and federal. I need to see a more efficient, a leaner, not so damn bloated government. And any money that they can find, it needs to go towards our national debt.
Yeah.
Every time the government shut down, what do they do? Raise the debt limit. You don't run your house like that. So any money they find, they need to. I'm with. And from a guy from Louisiana saying that tells you how bad the freaking debt is, dude.
Right. Because look, guys, I don't know if you know this about Louisiana politics, but this is a welfare state.
Yep.
Trust me. They're looking for a lot of the citizens here are looking for a handout from some agency.
Yep.
And look, our representative saying, no, man, we need to trim down this debt, dude. We've got to cut that back, you know. But anyway, let's see. Parrot Head, I will do that. I can't do it right now during this show, buddy. This is not one of those type of shows. Yeah, he usually sends me stuff, and I show it during the show. But I'm not doing that when you and I are doing our thing. John says, as much as I could use $5,000, I want it to go to pay off.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Yep, I'm with him on that one.
As a citizen, I want that money to go towards our national debt because it's way out of control. And we need to get that taken care of. They need to get a balanced budget amendment, and they need to be held to the account on that. We need to get this shit in line.
Another one of Trump's cards is Hegsworth. He directs the Pentagon to find $50 billion in cuts this year to fund Trump military priorities. So, look, they're just looking to cut all of this stuff back, which I think is a good thing. You know, the government has gotten so bloated; it's such a monster that pretty soon the GDP of our country is going to be mostly the U.S. government, and that's not what you want. You know, you don't want the most of the citizens making their money off the government. It's not. It'll collapse at some point because the people paying into it won't be making enough to pay the people that are getting paid by it. So, yeah, and that's what we're trying to turn around here. Next up, promises kept. Trump signs executive order to aggressively make in vitro fertilization. I'm sorry about that, guys. Got tongue tied there. More affordable and accessible. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt promises kept after Trump signed the IVF order. Yeah, that's a good one for folks that are trying to get pregnant and start a family, you know.
Have some Berbers.
Yeah, have some Berbers. Yeah. Trump backs direct payments to Americans for savings generated by DOGE. Yeah, that's we just talked about that. Trump expected to sign executive order terminating all federal taxpayer benefits to illegal immigrants. Yes, I just read that. That's actually a thing. Let me repeat that. Trump expected to sign executive order terminating all federal taxpayer benefits to illegal immigrants.
That shows you how askew we are as a country. The idea that they have to come up with an executive order terminating federal taxpayer benefits to illegals. That's how way out of whack we are.
Now, let's be clear. This is illegal immigrants. This is people that are in the country against.
And there's Americans right here they're struggling every day trying to make ends meet, and they could never get any benefits from the government. Never.
We do Taco Tuesday every Wednesday, every Tuesday, right? Mm-hmm. And our waitress a couple weeks ago, God love her, she's worried right now, you know, that she might get deported. And I discussed things with her, and it doesn't sound like she's in the target of this kind of thing. She's been in the country. Yes, she is. She's here on a visa, a working visa, and she's been working towards
so they becoming. Have to renew those work visas, right?
She's working towards becoming a citizen, and but they're naturally scared, man, because of this right here. You know, it's crazy, man. It's nuts.
I think the people that are going through the system and doing things the right way, I don't think they have anything to worry about. It's people.
I don't think they do either. Yeah. But we've got to keep our eyes on it, guys. Don't just let them do whatever the hell they want, because some good people might get harmed along the way. So we got to
watch. That will happen. They'll get caught up in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
If we don't keep keep our eyes on the ball. Couple of stories from Louisiana here in the Trump cards. President Donald Trump appoints Governor Jeff Landry to Council of Governors. Here's what it means. He's going to be advising the president on stuff. Louisiana is at the forefront of driving efforts to strengthen our national security, disaster response, and military coordination. Coordination. That's Governor Landry said. I'm ready to work alongside fellow leaders and make America great again. So. Yeah, I really like what he's doing. He's the first conservative governor in many, many years here in Louisiana. So, yeah.
Well, when are they going to start really doing some making these people that are all the energy companies there that are getting a free ride in the state of Louisiana? None of that money goes back into the state. They're paying like 1% or something like that. That same business will get taxed at like 29% in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
State of Louisiana is so impoverished, man, and there's a lot of natural resources there, and there's a lot of people there. There's no reason why our education system there should be so bad. Unemployment's bad.
It's actually
That
coming
is
up.
through the roof.
It's actually coming up. There was an article not too long ago, I think, in the New York Post about people, school systems around the country should be looking at what Louisiana's doing. That's what the article was about. We've actually raised it's actually turning up, Dan. There's been a big conservative movement here.
They deserve better.
The other,
a lot better. There's a
other
lot of money in that fucking state.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
Big time. And the energy policy of this administration is very good for Texas, Louisiana, because it's drill, baby, drill, right? The new Trump administration greenlights its first Louisiana liquid natural gas plant. So yeah, that was pretty interesting, I thought. The liquid natural gas, one of the things Trump wants to do is really help out the natural gas industry and get them exporting. So this will be a big part of it. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Oh my God, man. Some of this stuff is absolutely crazy. Musk says federal worker email meant to spot outright fraud. If you guys don't know what this is about,
dig it.
Oh my God. This is amazing what he did. He sends out an email just to see who's going to answer it. Right. And he says that whoever doesn't answer it, just consider that a resignation. It's basically to see who's actually working.
Who's on the job, right?
There's a lot of people working from home and stuff like that. And that's what he's trying to figure out there.
Pulling down big salaries. They have great benefits, right? I can tell you from experience, we've got a big customer. Mm-hmm. If we don't answer an email from this customer within a couple minutes, there's going to be heads rolling. We need to be responding quickly. Mm-hmm. Letting these customers know that, okay, we hear you. We're working the problem. Yeah. This right here, I mean, yeah, hell yeah. If they're not at their desk when they're supposed to be and answering, 10-4 or something.
Right.
Then yeah.
Got to happen. Yep.
You're getting paid to do a job and you're not there. You need to go find another job somewhere else.
Well, boys and girls, that is it for the Trump cards for tonight. It's also the end of the best and brightest. That's it for that tonight.
That's awesome.
And actually, we're coming pretty close to the end because Mr. Yo has just told me that you better buckle your chin strap. You better get your pads on.
Let's go, man.
Girls, you know what? It's time to turn out the lights.
I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there. I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised he didn't just turn to ash like, in Infinity War, bro.
He got I think he was wearing an Arizona Cardinal uniform, but I think after he got hit, I think he was wearing like an Iowa Hawkeyes uniform or something like that. Knocked him back in time.
Barnstormers uniform?
Yeah, knocked him back in time. That's not the Kurt Warner that we knew before.
No, I'm pretty sure we're watching a clone now, dude. Because that man's dead. I just watched murder happen. He's an ex-Warner. All right, boys and girls. Look, my final word tonight. I just wanted to show you this cool ass video that a guy. If you're not following Ed Davidson, he's on YouTube. He's on LinkedIn is where I follow him at. He's a safety guy and he puts up safety videos all the time. And that's what I usually watch, like guys falling asleep at the wheel with forklifts, knocking shit over in warehouses, that. Yeah, Dan. Yeah,
Let's don't talk about
exactly.
that. No.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, but this one I love right here. I'm not sure where he's at when he does this, but it's the national anthem for a basketball game. Check this shit out, guys. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Okay.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the
And he's singing the anthem as he's painting.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
See, we are capable of so much.
Yep.
ramparts we
People are talented in many different ways, bro.
were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh,
It looks like Missouri.
does that
Okay.
stars
Probably is.
I'm just guessing and looking at what little of the logo I'm seeing. It looks like a rocket. The colors are right.
Yep.
For the land of the free and the home
Oh shit.
of the
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Tell me that's not damn awesome, dude.
I was wondering where he was going with that, and he flips it over, and immediately you know what it is.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
I thought that was badass, man.
Wow.
Of course, that and John confirms that that's the Missouri Tigers.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely, man. I thought that was cool as shit. Of course, I don't know if we've ever talked about this. Me and Danny have seen the movie that John Wayne stars in, The Sands of Iwo Jima, a million times. It was one of those. How long was that? Like 10 or 15 minutes? It was reduced. It was cut down and edited.
Yeah.
It was one of these 8mm films we used to watch on the wall when we were kids, black and
Yeah.
white. And it's my favorite monument in Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. You know? So I figured
When
I'd
he
share
flips
that
it
with
over,
you.
I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I know
Right?
what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Absolutely.
cool. Very,
Mhm.
very
Yep.
cool.
All right, boys and girls.
So we
Guess
go from
what?
very cool to something.
We go from very cool to guess what? It's time for that award that my brother gives out every week. You never know if it's going to be one person, a city council, a corporation, an entire country. Could be the world itself, man. You never know. He might just give out the Simple Jack Award to everybody one of these days. And what is the Simple Jack Award? Well, it's the award given out to somebody that's just trying to do the right thing, but they just can't quite get it right. And this week, you're not going to believe what he's got for you this week. It may make some people angry. Really, to tell you the truth. But let me read this headline and then he'll tell you all about it. Books banned in prisons, but allowed in schools. Texas mom wants them out. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh yeah, well, so yeah, she's looking at these books are in the school libraries, and they're very explicit, and they have links to very explicit websites. Yeah, and this is in the state of Texas, and the mother brought this up at the school board meeting, and come to find out, all these books she's mentioning that are in the libraries for the young people to check out and read are banned in the prison system because of their content. So check your local, whatever
But kids can
state
read.
you're living in. Look at what's in your libraries. Let's get involved, right? Get involved. And yeah, if they're banned in the prison system, they probably are not good for our kids. So, and at least in the state of Texas, they've gone full retard on a very low educational plane. And that's all I have to say about that.
Never go full retard. Never go full retard. Never go full retard. Never go full retard.
And they went full retard, man.
Banned in the prisons.
That
but they're
banned in
acceptable
prisons,
in
but your kindergartner.
the kids can read them.
Yeah, not your kindergarten, but your elementary school kid.
You can read them. Check them out.
But that's been a story that's been happening for a while. It's some of this stuff, dude. I can understand it maybe at the high school level. maybe there, but not for anything below that. That's
What jumped out at me is these books are banned by the prison system.
by the prison system. They don't want the
Yes.
prisoners read them.
Right, because
Come
of
on,
the
bro.
content.
Come on, bro.
But
I mean,
it's okay
look,
for a
I'm not
13-year-old to
some
check that.
Yahtzee that wants to start burning books, but you need to limit access to children.
Sure,
Getting
adults,
older.
man. If an adult wants to go check out that book and check it out, that's whatever. But young minds, come on now.
Never go for retard. Never go for retard. Never go for retard. Never go for retard.
I mean, I don't know what the thought process is there.
I don't.
They're
either.
more concerned in the prison system about an individual being influenced by this stuff than we are
Right.
about our kids.
That's crazy, man.
It's full
All right,
retard.
boys and girls, that is our show for this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's let you know what's going on with the channel before we get out of here real quick. As we listen to the dulcet sounds of the original. No, actually, this is from his second album, Undertow.
Undertow, bro.
Undertow. Shifty Breeze with a T on the end of it. Shifty. Not
Shifty breeze.
there's an F in there. Yeah, there's an F in that word. But anyway, you guys go check out Shucking for Pearls wherever you get your music at. His latest one is The Deep, and he's working on Astral Plane. That's what you see behind him right there. So you guys go check out my brother's music anywhere where you get your music. Just remember,
Anywhere.
Sharkin' for Pearls. That's Danny. You need to start putting that underneath Highlander. That way they know how to spell it and stuff.
You got it, bro.
Anyway, Sharkin' for Pearls. Remember, it's no G on that. Just Sharkin', not Sharking. Anyway, you guys know you're watching the brothers have to make. Yeah, I'm just rented lips. The Brothers Hack the Matrix. We do it every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. You guys come check it out and check out what's going on with the clown show that is 2025. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing a good one on Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Gary, Anima, Martin, and myself will be checking out The Eagle Has Landed with Michael Caine and Robert Duvall. So you guys come check it out this Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time, one of my favorite movies ever, Earthquake. We're going to be doing it on That 70s Rock Fans channel for It's Only Talk and Roll time at 4 p.m. Central Time tomorrow afternoon. So come check it out. I love this movie. Danny will tell you that's one of the first movie soundtracks that I bought was the one to Earthquake. And something else that you could do back then, of course, our parents had this big cabinet stereo, right? And NBC broadcast on one of the lower bands on FM. And I was a big technical nerd back then. Danny will tell you, I used to make my own music videos and shit. And one of the things I found out whenever I was reading the TV guide about the movie, when it was shown on network television, you could actually tune in to that FM band and get the sense around feeling of it.
Sense around.
Yeah. The stuff was really loud and your bass could actually shake stuff in your house. It was pretty neat. Earthquake, we're going to talk about it at 4 p.m. Central Time tomorrow afternoon on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then, of course, I start my streaming week on my channel on Tuesday. Danny loves that picture of me just going, what? Really? Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. I kick back with a couple of drinks after a long day at work. And I'm going to be playing the second part of my playthrough of Mass Effect 2. So you guys come check that out. 10 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, it's the Pop Culture Show. We're going to be talking about the March movies, and we'll be checking in on Sydney Sweeney this Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on State of the Atmosphere. Don't miss it. Everything you need to know about pop culture and entertainment right there, all in one show for a couple hours, starting at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And then shortly after that goes off the air at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be on this gentleman's channel. His name is, let me get it up here where you guys can see it, Master Swag King. He's going to interview me on his channel at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So you guys go check that out. The name of his show is MSK, Master Swag King's Show. So you guys go check that out at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And then Friday, it's time for Sketching the Privateer, where I work on my comic book, and I'm doing pretty good, man. We're getting the inks done. It's taking some time, but you know what? It's looking really cool. I really like what we're doing over there. So you guys come check it out this Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time on my channel, and then at 8 o'clock on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel. Our good friend Das Wolfen will be doing his show Game Night with John, where everybody gets together and trolls him while he's playing Fallout, Tale of Two Wastelands. Go check that out on Pop Culture Minefield at 8 p.m. Central Time on Friday. And it brings us right back around to the Brothers Hack the Matrix next Sunday at 6. I also want to remind you guys that I may be doing some movie watch-alongs on Saturday nights coming up. So if you are bored on Saturdays and want to watch a good movie, I'm going to start playing some. Daniel, you are a hosehead. Go ahead, do it. No, I put this highlight in me. Quits. Look at him.
I'm in blur mode here for some reason.
You're in blur mode. That's all right. You'll get there. But anyway, I may be doing some watch-alongs, so you guys look out for that. If I do that, I'll be doing it on my Discord, so definitely go follow my Discord, okay? I'm Joe's Atmosphere, just like it says right there in my name, everywhere. So I'm not hard to find. But I want to thank everybody for being here. Somebody check in on Vince for me. I'm worried about him. He's always here, and he wasn't here tonight. But I do want to thank everybody that showed up tonight. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.